Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Danny Lovely, and today we're going to be talking about how social media is ruining our lives. It's ruining our lives, it's ruining our mental health. It's just running rampant. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have already probably seen people talk about this from time to time, like on social media. But it's gotten to a point now to where it's just like there's no if and buts about it. Like, there's no question about it. This thing is getting out of hand, and it's almost like a little scary, I guess you can say. So I'm gonna make a couple of different points here, so just bear with me. You know, your girl can just go off on tangents and just veer off, and I have to bring myself back, reel it on in, Danielle. Just get back on topic now, like stay on topic. Now, the first point I want to get into, how I feel like a majority or a lot of people on social media are really living their lives for social media. Like, they're not going out just to go out and have fun, and while they may already be out enjoying their day, they're like, oh, let's take a picture so that we'll remember this moment. We can look back on this for memories. And then they may be like, oh, okay, decide later on to share that to social media. No, I feel like there's people out there who literally plan their day out or try to find things for them to do just so that they can have something to post on social media. Like, just so that they can show people that they are doing something that day, or whatever it is that they're doing in their lives. And most people have people following them on social media that really do not even really know them or could really care less about them in real life anyways. So it's just crazy. Like, it's crazy to see people who are literally so obsessed with social media that they would literally plan their whole life around it. Now, I get it if you're a content creator, this, because it has its pros and cons. Social media does have its pros and cons. If you are a content creator, I get it. That's how you make your money. That's one of your sources of income. Trust me, I get it. So yes, you do want to keep up a presence on social media. I feel like that is a big part of being like a influencer. But also as well too, I don't know. Like, I feel like if there's, like, for me, for example, I don't spend a lot, or I would say I don't spend a vast majority of my time, or even really a lot of my time at all, just scrolling through Instagram or just scrolling through Facebook. Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't have anything particularly that I just feel like sharing, or there's like not a sponsorship deal in it or anything like that, I am not just trying to find things to do just to post to social media, just to share with people, unless I just happen to be out that day by myself or with my family, and I want to take a picture anyways to remember and look back on, because time goes by fast. And then later on, or maybe like later that week, because there's a lot of pictures that I will take like with my family, or I'll be out and I'll take pictures, and a lot of times I'll end up posting them probably like a week later or like weeks later. I barely ever really just post it like that same day. I don't think to just be like, oh, I need to hurry up and post this to social media. I don't think like that. But there are a lot of people who think like that. Like, they spend a lot of their time on social media. That's another point. Like, people are not even living in the moment. Not only are they living their lives for social media just to post something on social media, kind of to be like, look at me. It's almost like it's a look at me kind of thing, like with social media. Like, it's just a bunch of people like crying out for attention. That's almost what it's like. I don't even know if you could say almost, like, that's pretty much what it is. Like, but people are also spending a lot of their time on social media. Like, they're scrolling through, it's like spending hours, you guys, like spending hours. It's ridiculous. Spending hours to scroll through TikTok, to scroll through Instagram and see what other people are doing in their lives, to scroll through Facebook. Like, it's ridiculous. It really is. And they may have like their own family. Like, it's going to get to a point, if it's not already there, because we have like all the freaking technology we can ask for right now. We have a lot of technology than we did like years ago. So people are like watching TV, you know, when it's time to eat dinner. Some people probably aren't even sitting down at dinner tables anymore and having conversations like with their family and asking about how their day was, going around the dinner table, sharing their day, you know, like people used to do. You know, we're all watching shows on our phone while we eat, or scrolling through social media while we eat, or while we're together with our friends and family, scrolling through social media, like instead of enjoying enjoying the moment that you're in with your friends or your family or whatever it is that you're doing right now. So it's just kind of like crazy. Like it really is taking over, and it's also affecting people's mental health in a way, especially when it comes to like self-esteem, or just even being hard on yourself at where you're at in this moment in your life, career-wise or whatever. I've talked about that in my last video as well too. But people are looking at other people's lives on social media, and again, only seeing like a small portion of their life, and they're comparing themselves and they're getting insecure, like, oh, I wish I was on a yacht, or I wish I could take trips like that, or, you know, and most likely becoming envious. You know, they're getting down on themselves, or they're getting insecure about themselves. Oh my gosh, there's women out here who are looking at women on social media, and they're probably comparing themselves to this woman and getting very insecure about their own looks, and like, oh, why can't I look like that, or why can't I look like this? When it's just like, a lot of times too, they don't realize that people will literally Photoshop. They may put on like a full face of makeup, or feel like they have to have on their best outfit. Like most people are showing their best parts, the best parts of themselves on social media. And people don't even realize these people most likely probably are not walking around like that all day, every day. I know I'm not. I'm going to be honest. Like 99% of the time, I'm not wearing makeup. I like to be comfortable. Like, yes, I love fashion, but I walk around pretty much in chill clothes like most of the time, unless like I'm going out with my family or something like that, and I feel like getting dressed up, you know. But again, people are on social media comparing themselves to other people on social media, and the lifestyles that they have and the life that they're living, and they're just going in this downward spiral with themselves. Like, and it's like an ongoing thing. Like, it really is like taking over. Social media is literally just taking over a lot of our lives, and it's like people need to find a way to disconnect. Like, you may need to just give yourself, I don't know, maybe like an hour a day, maybe 2 hours a day. Maybe start out small. Like, if you're a person that spends like all day on social media, like every chance you get, you're on social media, checking your social media platforms, you may need to I don't know, it may be too hard to go cold turkey and just be like, no, just give yourself an hour. If you're spending like every hour of your day, like every waking moment of your day on social media, you may need to, like, I don't know, to be like, maybe give yourself only like a couple of hours throughout the day, or I don't know, because some people it's almost like an addiction. Like, social media is definitely an addiction for some people. Like, so it may, I don't know, they have to find a way to just cut it off, start out small, and then gradually, you know, work from there. Because like I said, social media is definitely taking over. Another thing is it's ruining people's attention span. It is ruining people's attention span. I say that again. You guys see on Instagram, they started Reels, and then you guys see on, oh my gosh, TikTok. Like, I think TikTok is like the main reason why a lot of these platforms started this like short form content thing, because I think it was when the pandemic was around. It's kind of when TikTok became big, and people attention spans are becoming smaller and shorter and shorter these days. Like, are you serious? You don't even want to sit through like a 10-minute video or whatever. Like, people would rather just spend hours of the day scrolling down 60-second videos. 60-second videos. So then you have Instagram starting Reels. Then you have YouTube starting Shorts. And yes, we've all participated in these. Well, a lot of us. I wouldn't say all, but a lot of us. If you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you're a person who's either watched Reels, watched Shorts, watch TikToks or have participated in it as well too at some point. Everything is so quick. Like, they want to get right to it. They want to get right to the point of the video, like get right to the meat and grits and potatoes of it. Like, they want to just get right to it. Like, they don't want to sit there and wait. And I feel like that's going to at some point maybe carry over into how the next generation will act in school. Like, y'all think these kids and these toddlers, the attention spans are short now, and they gradually learn to get better with it as they get older and going through school and stuff like that? Just imagine, like, if things continue the way they are, especially with the short form content with all these different social media platforms, just imagine what the next coming generations will look like in school as far as attention span goes. They're really not going to be able to sit there through a lesson. Like, most people, we don't really like to learn or sit there in class and do homework and things like that anyways. We much rather probably be outside, especially as kids, playing with our friends, doing what it is that we want to do. So just imagine these kids growing up on short form content and consuming so much short form content and getting so used to that, and then they're going into school. It's ridiculous. Like, their attention span is going to be no more. It's going to be no more. It's just a lot of different aspects to social media that I honestly can think of that is just like, outside of being able to make an income off of social media, I just like it's just not good. It's not good for a lot of us. We have to learn how to disconnect at some point. Like, you should not be spending hours of your day on social media. I do not care what anybody says. Like, there's just no way to justify that, especially like if you're sitting there and you people can easily go down. We can easily go down a downward spiral of just scrolling, and just keep going to the next video, especially with the short form content. And then you look up and like an hour or two, maybe 3, which is like crazy, has went by. Like, you're wasting a lot of your day that you could be spending working on yourself or whatever it is that you need to work on, or going outside and getting some fresh air, enjoying your day. I don't know, getting into something new, like pursuing a hobby, whatever it is. But instead, you spent a lot of your time on social media, and then it just continues and it continues and it continues and it continues. Like I said, I really do not see any good in being that invested into social media unless you are doing it to try to make a income, a means or a stream of income for yourself at some point on social media. But a lot of people aren't. A lot of people aren't, because a lot of people do not do things with intentions, you know? So a lot of people are on social media just to be on social media. Like I said, just to show random people, most of the people on their social media platforms, again, that they do not know, they most likely will never meet in their lives. These people can care less about you outside of these platforms. They are just on social media just to be on social media, to share a lot of their lives with these people, and not even thinking about maybe trying to monetize off of it. I mean, you might as well be getting something out of it. At least that's what I think. That's what I feel. Like, for me as an example, I like to talk. Like, I'm pretty sure those of you who have been like following me for, you know, who've been subscribed to my channel for a while now since I've started it. I think I only have about like 55 subscribers right now. So hey, y'all. But your girl likes to talk. I really do. Like, and my family was like the one who's like, you know, you started a YouTube, you know, and I've thought about it too. And of course they, you know, encourage, like, you should start a YouTube. Like, really my husband, but and I went ahead and started one because I love watching, you know, the stuff I like to watch that I react to on my channel with you guys, like anime, scary stuff, and getting into conspiracy stuff, and then just talking about thoughts that I just have and sharing them and my thoughts and opinions, and talking through those shows that I talk to, you know, those videos that I react to. It just comes like second nature to me, just doing reaction videos, because I talk through shows already. Like, I literally used to get in trouble in school for being such a motor mouth. They call, you know, if you guys don't know what a motor mouth is, that's somebody who's talking too much. I was doing a little too much talking, so I used to get in trouble for that in school. So yes, I brought it over to YouTube. Like, why not? I might as well like get paid for it. I'm bound to like monetize this at some point. Like, I'm doing all this free talking anyways, and I just like to share my thoughts and opinions and see, of course, what other people may be thinking or feeling, and just sharing our thoughts and opinions. Just, I don't know, watching TV shows, talking during it, and not always being told to shh. Like, when I was sitting around with like family and stuff, like, girl, can you stop talking through the show? But it's so hard. But anyways, yes, that goes back to what I was just saying. So y'all see me, I got a reel it back in. I feel like social media is assisting in people wanting to have less human interactions. And in a couple of years, a lot more people are really going to be online shopping, because people really they'd rather be on their phones all day. That's just like, back in the day, if people were standing on the bus stop, they would generally probably have a conversation with each other. Oh, how your day going? Or riding the bus, talk to the person next to them, or maybe strike up a conversation. These days, I really don't see that happening. Like, people standing on the bus stop, or probably sitting on the bus, or whatever it is that they're doing, they're, guess what, scrolling on their phone. And I promise you, I bet you most of them are on social media. Like, a lot of people are living their lives through social media and not really out here actually living. People is giving people a chance to not really have to be bothered with each other or interact with each other. And I think that's just technology in general. Like, this, I think that's just the takeover of technology in general. So, I mean, also with this whole metaverse thing, I know a lot of you have probably heard about this whole metaverse. And honestly, I haven't dived too deep into that to see like all the ins and outs about it. All I know is I am like a little worried about this whole metaverse thing and what the future really brings for that. Because I feel like if we feel like people are like so into investing so much of their time into social media today and not really interacting with each other, what does that mean for the future when that metaverse thing really actually goes into effect? Because I don't even feel like, at this point, I really don't feel like it's a matter of if, but when. People really are like, it's over with. Like, people are gone. Like, we just like gonna be walking around just, I don't know, not there. Like, I don't know, more people are going to be home bodies. I feel like a lot of people are home bodies now, like with this age of social media and technology and all of that. But especially when metaverse hits, especially how they're describing it, like as a way that you can, I don't know, like you're in a whole nother world or some stuff like that. I don't know, it just sounds crazy and it sounds ridiculous. It's like, is society this far gone? Like, what is really going on out here in the world that we want to escape our reality? Like, let's fix what's going on here and live our lives like I feel like we were meant to do as human beings on this earth. Like, the more that we just get attached to technology and social media and these devices and all of this, like, I just feel like the worse it is. Like, people are going to be just, I don't know, like, gone. I feel like more and more people are just going to become an introvert by default. Like, that probably wasn't even like your personality at first or just who you are, but like, just with all this stuff that we have at the tip of our fingers, like, just to distract us from the real world, more people are just going to become introverts and just really choose not to really deal with each other like that. But you guys, I'm gonna leave it right there. I like I said, I could talk about this all day. You guys let me know what you think about this down in the comment section below. Do you feel like social media is like ruining our lives? What do you guys think about the metaverse? And are you guys kind of like worried about that and scared for what that may bring? But you guys already know, I will see you guys Monday. And again, I do post Monday through Friday. And for specific uploads, just check that down in the description section below. I gotta go ahead and get out of here because it does get hot in the truck when I'm in here having these talks and the camera will just shut off on me. Bye.